Okay, we're into episode 20 of LEGO Marvel Superheroes, and we are working our way through these Deadpool story missions. As you can see, they're much shorter, and that's going to be the case today as well, as we are going to be going to the Daily Bugle. Why are we going to the Daily Bugle? Well, if you remember, way back in the story mode, we made a mess there when Mr. Fantastic decided to turn into a wrecking ball and drive Dr. Otto Octavius through the wall there. So that's where we're going. Now, in the story version of this, you would end up being a team of Phil Coulson and Dr. Octopus. But I think Tony and Eddie have been taking enough time off from each other. I think it's time to put them back to work. So here we go into the level. Now, you can destroy just about everything in the office. I'm not going to do that here because we're just going to focus on getting the mission done. And in this case, the mission is restoring 5 things that are messed up here. One of those is the fire that is still going on over here. And so now that we've got the Iron Man Mark 42, we can start running around and hanging stuff back. Now, Iron Man and Venom are a particularly good team for this mini level because the characters you're given to play the level normally are Phil Coulson, who's got a gun that blows up silver objects but not gold ones, and Dr. Octopus, who has the ability to do some web slinging kinds of things using his arms. Now you'll notice that there are a couple of blinkies. Stan Lee was stuck in a dirt pit over there. We are not going to free him, but you would just need to use a digger character over there to get him out of that. Another thing we're not going to be doing is going into J. Jonah Jameson's office, or at least I believe that's what this is, where Deadpool is working behind the desk. Don't ask me what he's writing, but there he is. So now we need to blow stuff up because in any office cleanup, it's always important to make as big a mess as possible in order for you to fix things. Now here's where some of the hit detection kind of gave me some trouble because you need to blow up the middle, those things in the middle there to complete the arch, and it wasn't letting me do that. So I ran over to the fax machine, or what will become the fax machine, and went ahead and did that first. So now we completed 2 of the 5 objectives. We're well on our way to completing the arch, assuming that we can just blow up some of that stuff over there. You can see the glass stacked and ready for us to use, and now for some reason it lets us hit this middle mass that it wouldn't let us hit before. And now, once we get this stuff destroyed, we can complete the arch and plug that hole in the wall. And here we can, so now we've got everything structurally figured out. And there's the window pane glass, and now we're 60% of our way through this. Again, it's not a very long level, even if you try to do everything in it. So now I'm clearing a path. You haven't seen a lot of Venom yet, but we're about to get there. And now this is where I was going to go. Part of me thought that maybe it was Spider-Man back there, but you saw earlier that it was clearly Deadpool. So that was just me running over and checking that out real quick, just to double check and see what was there. And now we're going to go and try to put out this fire. So again, we've got Tony doing work. We built a pump. We just need something to jump on the pump, and since, well, we're going to give Venom some stuff to do. This is where you would use Doc Ock in the story. But Venom opens the closet, builds the vacuum, and reveals the control switch for it back there on the wall. And now you can see why there are these little piles of crap on the floor, because we're going to be using the vacuum to pick those up. But first, Venom is going to go take care of that fire by jumping on the pump. You can see the water rush out. Now, we could have put out the fire with an ice character, but, you know, I'm trying not to switch characters as much as possible here. And if you're looking for ice action, you just need to wait for the next episode. Trust me, you'll get your ice action. So now Tony's in control of the controls for the vacuum cleaner, and you can send it around the room. It will break things if it hits them. But your targets are these small piles of stuff on the floor. So we've hit 2 of them. Now we're looking at trying to hit the 3rd one, which we did, and that ends the level. So we got our cleanup report, and it looks like Tony and Eddie are back on good terms. So maybe it's time for them to take a vacation. I hear the circus is in town. Why don't we go see what's going on over there? And I'll check it out next time.